Let's jump over and talk about the Washington football team and the New York Giants. Another gross game. I feel like half of it, or more than half of the morning game slate options here are kind of gross. You know, we see that every week where there's a couple of really exciting matchups and then other ones that I'm not really that excited to watch. But we've also seen some of those turn into some good games. This one I don't think is going to be turning into a good game anytime soon, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. Right now, this is a 43-point over-under. The Giants are favored to win. Yay, Giants fans, finally. 23-20 implied point total. Washington has been really good at slowing down receivers, not so much at quarterbacks or running backs or tight ends, whereas the Giants have actually been a little underrated on defense, especially with Bradbury back there. He's been really slowing down the opposing team's alpha receiver. Now, Terry McLaurin has faced some pretty tough quarterback shadows, and it hasn't slowed him down. But that was with Dwayne Haskins. We saw Kyle Allen and Alex Smith last week come in, and they weren't hyper-targeting McLaurin as much. So we'll talk about that in a second. Looking at who we're starting this week, I think you can start Gibson. Gibson has continued to see his workload increase, even though McKissic had the better week last week. I think Gibson is still the better talent. I'm going to continue to bet on the better talent. And, you know, he's seen more snaps pretty much consecutively each week. So I think this is going to be a good start for him. The Giants are much worse against the run than they are against the pass. So I think Gibson is a good start this week. Now, Terry McLaurin, as we mentioned, you know, if he ends up getting shadowed by Bradbury, that could be a bad thing, especially if Kyle Allen is throwing the ball again this week. I do think Kyle Allen starts. So while I have McLaurin in my rankings of someone that I would start, I'm a bit nervous about it. And I'm just being honest with you guys because it's been a while since we've seen an elite receiver. Like Amari Cooper got completely shut down last week. I don't think we've really seen a receiver do well, at least the leading receiver against the Giants do well since week 1 with Juju Smith-Schuster. So a little bit nervous about that one. But again, McLaurin has been able to overcome good cornerback shadows up to this point. So I guess you can still get the vote of confidence from me. Really, the play that you want to do here is you want to play the defenses in this game because I think both of these teams are going to be sacking each other the entire game. There should be plenty of turnovers by both sides. We know both Kyle Allen and Daniel Jones love to fumble the ball, love to throw interceptions. So this should be a fun game if you own either Washington or the Giants defense. On the Giants side, I think Devonta Freeman, we've seen him finally be able to get firmly entrenched in that role. Not that it's like a prolific role because the Giants have the worst offensive line in the league right now, but we did see Freeman punch one in from the end zone last week. You know, this could be a situation where if the Giants get a couple of short drives based on being able to force a turnover, we should be able to see Devonta Freeman at least put up some fantasy numbers. He's on my fringe between my RB2s and RB3s, so he's an okay start this week. Darius Slayton has been very up and down, but I think this should be a good week for him. Washington's secondary is exploitable. We're going to go back to the well with Evan Ingram one more time. I feel like this is the same thing with Zach Ertz. This is a really good matchup. The Washington football team is not good at slowing down tight ends. Evan Ingram has looked good. The problem is the way that they've been using him. He's run more curl routes than any receiver up to this point, which makes no sense for the type of athlete that Evan Ingram is. I don't know that we can have faith that the Giants coaching staff is going to turn things around, but hopefully good matchup against Washington. Probably don't have a better option. I'm going to give Ingram one more try before he's dead to me. I'm not playing Golden Tate, and I'm not playing any of the quarterbacks in this game. I got the Giants winning this one barely, 21-20.